You're gonna, there's 10 authors in the book sharing the stories about the pandemic. What can you learn from them? Because we all survived and we're all thriving. I mentioned Dr. Roxana as one of those people in the book. So let me do my thing, my friends. Okay. I want to talk about which marketing hacks are helping or stopping you generating more income. Now, I guess the place to start really is, what is a marketing hack? Because the simple way I want to explain it is that in life, we're told everywhere that there's simple tricks we can do, right? Simple tricks. Just do this, and you're gonna be insta famous forever and generate lots of millions of pounds. And there's so many different things that we're told to do. Of course, I've got some objection to some of the ideas that we're given, but literally, if you think about it, everything that you hear that you're not doing, that people say you should do, is effectively a growth hack, much like Ari just said. Go and do SEO, go and optimize your LinkedIn profile, go and create landing pages. You must be on TikTok. Yeah, I'm not. I'm saying, no, you must do this, you must do that. Whatever the tricks that people are telling you to do, comment on everyone's posts. Whatever they tell you to do, my friends, don't do it as if you're a horse being led to water, right? There's better ways to do marketing than following tricks. Because in truth, there's no cheap tricks in marketing. There just isn't. They say I've been lucky enough to read a couple of books lately about sales. I think there's a sales book by Earl Nightingale, probably written in '20s, and I'm like, wow, all this stuff is still relevant. Now, I spent the last couple of days reading books by Mandino. I know Lachelle has done some of the scrolls with our friend Paul Deitch about the scrolls. I actually found the scrolls today, Lachelle. I listened to them, and the amazing thing again, those scrolls are written long before digital came along, but the information there is still relevant. It's still what works. Do we need tricks? No. Is there ways that we can shortcut our marketing process? No. There really isn't, because in the truth, all of these tricks we're told, they never work for us. See, they might have worked for someone someday, the person who's trying to sell the idea. It might have worked for them. Offer your service for free, because if enough people try your service, then a few of them will buy your service, and then more of them will buy your service, and you will win. I'm sure we've all heard that, right? Now, how many times has that worked for you? Even trying to give your service away for free is like trying to prize, blood out of stone. So literally, don't believe the hacks that you're told. Now, so the hacks might have worked for the people who are trying to sell it to you one day. Maybe they didn't even work for them either. They just heard something and they thought, okay, I can make money out of this, so I will just keep spouting this rubbish, and let's see what happens. But I'll be nice and say some people, they're trying to be genuine when they say what they say. But let me tell you the truth. See, many of those people who are pushing a technique, a method, a trick, they have something that you don't have. Now they have, normally they have an audience. They have a brand, a reputation. They have a business that people know, and so what now? Almost like what they do engages with their audience. Hence, they can start seeing it work. Whereas for you and I, who are starting today, who are way behind that point, who haven't got 1 million subscribers on YouTube, who haven't got 160,000 followers on LinkedIn. See, for us little people, what those people do is a million miles away from what we should be doing. Because if we just copy them, it's not gonna work. Different audience, different day, different time, different numbers, different concerns, different needs. Don't try and find a trick, my friends. Try and find marketing that really, really works. That's not hard to say, right? So I mean, I guess the question then becomes, how do we get better marketing results? What can we really do to move ourselves forward? Look, Ari said it beautifully. Do marketing that resonates with your audience. Do marketing that works for you, that works for your target audience, that works for your community, that works for your business. What does that marketing look like? You know, I suppose maybe I should ask the questions. Am I saying leave all growth hacks behind? No, I'm not saying that, because we will have to evolve somehow, right? And we have to do new things over time. But don't do a new thing because someone said go do that thing. It's gonna fast track your process and get you more sales. Do that new thing because it is right for your business. Now, how do I know what's right for my business? There's only three things to consider, I would say, to decide whether something is right for you or not. The first thing you have to think about is simply that marketing is all about building relationships. Is your growth hack, is this method you're thinking of really going to help you build better relationships with your target audience? Does SEO help you build better relationships? Not often. Not often. Can it help you reach more people? Of course it can. Would I waste money on SEO? I just gave the answer. Waste money? No, of course I wouldn't. I'd rather spend time doing what I know helps me build relationships, which is called LinkedIn audio. Talking to people, being present with people, doing a paulette rather than the SEO black hat or white hat expert who's doing things behind to fool Google and fool the search engines and fool the algorithms. Spend time more with people who you actually want to work with. You see, eventually, you will build enough people, enough reputation, that when you then go and spend money in SEO, for example, it won't be a growth hack. It'll just be good marketing because you have the audience, the reputation, the background, the base to work from. That's when you want to apply new methods. When you have people who know you, like you, trust you, and want to buy from you. And you keep building those people day by day. Everything you do must be geared towards talking to those people, loving them, serving them, and them loving you back in return. That's how we do marketing improvement. The second thing I'll say to you is simply review what you do. Now, when you do in marketing, whatever, if you do a post, give yourself time at the end of the week to say, right, I've done X number of posts. How have they worked? What can I learn from what I've done? And the response. Again, the response being the relationships that they've helped me build. What can I do better? What can I do differently? That is almost a bespoke growth hack that you're going to come up with, right? Rather than thinking, because that person said that every third letter of my word must be a capital, I must do it. That's just dumb, right? A review of what you do is often the best way to build a real plan to move forward in your marketing. There's no other way. Now, how many of us actually do reviews of what we do? Pretty much none of us. We don't review our blogs, we don't review our data, we don't review anything about marketing. We just do it and crack on. You know, what do we say in audio rooms? Did we consider after the event? How can I say that better? How can I do that better? No, we don't. If we did, we'll find that there's simple ways that we can make gradual improvements that would then become a growth hack in itself. Transform our results, in other words, and it looks like a trick. So again, no, one day we'll tell other people that new thing, that thing that we do, and to them we'll be a growth hack. But because they're not they're not us. They haven't got the years of business that we've got. They haven't spent the months learning how this thing really works. So when they try and steal it, it won't work. That's the problem with growth hacks, my friends. So I say focus on building relationships. Number two, focus on reviewing everything you do and trying to learn your way to be better. The third thing that really helps you to improve your marketing in the long run, in a way that's sustainable, in a way that truly works, is focus on building good habits. When you do your review, you might learn that there are some things that you need to stop doing, aka bad habits. Whereas you might also learn that there's things that you could be doing more of, the good habits. So rather than using AI to do your posts, which no one engages with, you might have to learn how to do writing properly, and then learn to be consistent with your posts rather than posting once a week or every so often when you feel like it or when you don't feel like it. Focus on developing habits that truly do help you, and that normally comes, as I say, being consistent, being truthful, being authentic, being your true self, and talking your customer's language. It's not rocket science. All these things they come back to help us to build those relationships. I mentioned that's the first thing you want to do when you look at what should I be doing marketing wise. To me, it's so easy. Of course, I have clients who come to me every day. They want the latest tricks. I'm like, nah, I'm not interested. That's why I don't do TikTok for anyone. I don't do TikTok for anyone because I just don't see the point. Maybe I'm wrong. Of course, maybe I'm wrong. But for most people, they jump into it, and if we say, well, go and do the review, my friends. I know Joshua Lee might make money out of TikTok. I'm saying that because he does TikTok religiously. He streams to TikTok. He engages with TikTok audience. For many of us, we're just hoping in a win that TikTok is going to work because it's the latest new thing. Let's not be those people, right? Let's do marketing that truly works. I see you, Melissa. I'm glad. Of course, you review. You're a coach, Melissa. And I expect you to review. You know who Melissa Houston is, my friends. You are missing a trick. There's some people who are truly genuine on LinkedIn, and she's one of those. I call her a superstar, and she'll tell me off later on when I do speak to her. But she's a superstar. She's a great coach of big businesses, but she keeps it on the low. She keeps quiet, and she has a very simple technique to help people understand where they are and where they should be going. She does crayons with concentric circles. You want this in one circle, they want that in the other circle. Where do those two circles meet? Maybe there's another circle. Literally simple explanations, and people understand what Melissa Houston's trying to teach. But she also does amazing audio rooms. Her coffee chats. If you get yourself on Melissa's coffee chat, then you're halfway there. Is what I would say. There's Melissa, there's Lachelle, there's Damien. They're the legends of LinkedIn. The ones I truly look up to. Of course, there's the Soul Man Live himself, Aaron Gibson as well. He's a legend himself. If you haven't been on the show, he's coming back again in a week's time. I think 6th of September. Do go along to his show. It's a live stream, and you're bound to be entertained and I guess inspired. I see Jenny's here as well. Matthew, I see you. Peter, the Popeye they call him. You might figure he's he has big muscles. He really has. But he does work on them, right? Dr. Martin, I see you, of course. Tamrat, welcome as well. Now, Peter is a recruitment genius. Of course, he does audio rooms as well. My friends, I finished my preaching. I'm going to stop my recording, and then I'd love to hear your thoughts. But Ari, now you're the first one